is right there. And it's pre-turbocharger, pre-turbine heat, so it's even hotter. So I will agree, people told me that you can't do that. Well, you can and you can't. You can't, but you can. Because the rest of it's aluminum. But and this is a real thin wall aluminum, is what's probably a real problem. It's a 030 wall aluminum.
And he was second in his class because somebody else had gone 8.5 with a t-shirt.
Yeah. Taking these back to the shop, so.
And take the turtle and all the Girl Scout cookies he had left.
We'll talk about this later. Alright, so we're here at KSR. Kevin must still be sleeping in, so he just gave me all the codes so we can get in, so we're probably going to clean everything out. We are back from sick week, and let's see here. Kyle did really well because he finished. Didn't make 790s. I obviously did not make 590s because I broke everything in the drivetrain several times. And but that is what it is. And one of the things I broke, and we just talked about, was these wastegate down tubes. So these are the wastegate tubes right directly on my car. Go back to that video, you see the little clip of it. And these are what big horsepower, big pressure, and big temperature does. And I said, hey, I think we'll just give these away. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So what you're gonna do is I'm just gonna randomly put one in one box and one in another box of somebody that orders a t-shirt. So the two t-shirts that are gonna count for this are the first one, which is Boost Fixes Everything or Breaks Everything. But either way, it's awesome. You can get this shirt, or you can get the All the Freedom shirt. Any one of those shirts you buy, some random guy, gal, whatever, is just gonna get one of these put in here, right out of the wagon. Autograph signed by me. And like I said, you can see that whole video. I think that was on day 2 video. That was the day 2 sick week video. And you see when we get underneath the car and it's like all mangled up. It's like, wow, I guess that didn't work. So here's how we're gonna do it. Tonight, this is Monday the 20th, through Wednesday night, the 22nd, we're just gonna select one person tomorrow, one person Wednesday, but that all starts tonight. So anything from you seeing this video at 6 o'clock Eastern time, any order that's placed at 6 o'clock Eastern time, the 20th of February, through midnight, whatever, the 22nd of February, we're going to select one on Tuesday, and then again on Wednesday, one will go in, another one will go in, and just randomly, we're gonna. I think I have a few pieces left of that pinion, so we're going to throw pieces of pinion if you'd like that too. So that's kind of like the consolation pinion prize. But that pinion cost me a transmission, and pretty much cost, well, all things said and done, pretty much cost me sick week. One way, shape, form, or another. We're probably gonna clean everything out. No, not really. Anyways, we're gonna clean my car out of here and all my transmission crap. Did you see, you got the video, because as we're coming down the road, all of a sudden the road turns black. Did you see that? From burnouts. It's pretty funny because it's like a very definitive area of Kevin's spot here, where it's all burnouts all the way down the road, about probably a good 100 yards worth of burnouts, where the road is literally like black. So let's open up and we'll get everything all loaded up here, and then we will be on our way. As long as we're standing here, because I just walked back in the door and we haven't turned on the, I don't know where the lights are at, but we don't need to turn them on anyways. And just looked at my converter. Now this is a stainless steel converter, Neil Chance converter right on here. You see how blackened that is? I'd be interested. Tell me how, judging from that color, how hot it got. Everybody likes to do the color code on heat. And then, so how is that? This thing's always has oil. I can show you that oil in the oil pan was never more than 250, 260. How's that happen?
One.
All right. Kevin, I owe you for this piece of aluminum and 2 polishing cloths. I had to put this strap across here, keep the converter in. So, send me a bill. Oh, and 2 bolts and 2 nuts. Now here, a couple things you'll notice. Hey, we got the white pearl sitting here beside it. Will it run? Will it drive? It has made it from Orlando to Gainesville. Paid $600 for that car. Put a battery in it and a fuel pump in it. And we're gonna drive it to Michigan. That thing's been sitting for a million years. And so I love it. I think it's great. My wife thinks it's stupid. But no, you'll see over here on the, so keep in mind, I'd like to hear comments, so keep posted if we have any problems along the way. It is very possible that if we are anywhere near, even remotely close to Derek at Vice Grip Garage, he's kind of a buddy. He might end up having to come pick this car up for me if it breaks down. So it might still end up being, you know, will it run, will it drive? But anyways, so that's what we got going on here. Here you see with the wagon, a little dirty. It's still in street mode because we were still driving it here. So it's all jacked up because we got the big street tire on the back of it. It's in road height right now, so you can see all that. And obviously no transmission, which means it has no park, none of that other stuff. Now I need to move this because we're in the way. Well, she'll get around, or he'll get around. On the old White Pearl here, it is an amazing storage facility. I'm able to empty out a lot of my trailer to put junk in this thing. So we got tires, spare tires, packaging, a set of Pro Jacks for a buddy of mine, and we got more room. We'll probably throw more crap in here. So we got transmission number, let's see, that's transmission number 1, transmission number 2, transmission number 3. Alrighty then, this is 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag. 2 cars, not much room, 2 trailers, 3 transmissions, tools, blah 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 blah. We'll go ahead and close that up. Spare parts. Trailer up there, all the tight, snug fit. Bing. In fact, you have to open up the door to get the trailer tongue to go in there so I can get everything fit. So, I think we're good to go. Let's rock out of here. Say bye to Kevin and tell him thanks. And we're out of here. I know, more than ever.
Hey man. Yeah. Good seeing you. Good racing. Happy handshake. There we go. That's a little better.
So we have made it. We're not quite there. We're almost to Atlanta. The White Pearl here is running like a freaking top. It is. We're tripping the mileage on it because it's crazy. This thing is getting. This has got 221,000 miles on it. Buy it for $600 again. Got some bad tires that are vibrating, but Mitch is driving, so hey, we'll take care of it later. And this thing is getting 20 miles to the gallon. So this is the second stop. We're just tripping it now just to try to make sure that it actually is getting 20 miles to the gallon. 20 miles to the gallon. That is freaking crazy. And that's 70 miles, 80 miles an hour.
That's 80, yeah.
That's 80 miles an hour.
80 miles an hour trying to catch up. Oh.
That is crazy. This thing is cool. That's it.
Well, so we are in Atlanta, and Steve and Kyle, we were behind them, and we broke down. It was stumbling and kind of missing. So got off the exit. It actually shut off. I'm just gonna try to pump as much as the radiator can take out of it so that we can put the coolant back in it, so then we can hit the road, if that makes sense. But they didn't have a pump, so I bought the tire slime, and I'm gonna use this pump to just get the coolant out. Steve and Kyle are north of Atlanta now, hopefully, and we'll meet up with them at a truck stop. That's the plan. That is all that this pump wrote, which, good enough. Whatever's left in the engine will mix with the 100% coolant, and that's going to be our mixture, which is
science.
Shouldn't freeze. So
all right, Pearl has made it to Louisville. So we're at Louisville, pump of gas. They had a little bit of, Mitch and Tim had a little problem where I think that was just because they're running 4,000 RPM for I don't know how many miles. It's probably a freaking hour at a time, and it got a little angry and they said that it started running bad, that it was they pulled off, they shut it off, restarted it, and it's run like $1 million ever since. So not sure what all that was about. They did put coolant in it because it only had water in it apparently, so they put coolant in it, just top stuff off. But the old girl is hanging in there like a champ. It is the epitome of look at barn find, whatever you want to say. We got wheels, tires, pro jacks. There's all sorts of crud in here. This thing has got more room. I think you could fit, in fact I guarantee you could fit a 4x8 sheet of plywood in this with a seat down. Thing's awesome. Anyways, Kyle's filling it up with fuel, and Hall and Butt, they seem to have dropped down to the 18 miles per gallon, running like a banshee. So Kyle's filling it up. Kyle's gonna drive it the last part of the leg, I guess, and drop Tim off. We're almost home. If this thing makes it all the way without any breakdowns, I'm gonna be ecstatic. All right, Kyle's all fueled up, ready to rock and roll. Just checked the cars. They're still in there, still attached, not come loose, which is always nice. Never had a car come loose in a trailer. You know how much that sucks. So, anyways, this thing's ready to rock and roll. We're taking off. Next stop, Michigan.
As soon as you get your sight on, man, I would just hammer the crap out of that tree. And
Well, 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 Pearl made it all the way to Michigan. As a matter of fact, left it sitting out overnight. This is Monday morning. And this is probably the first frost. You see, I put the dog inside the car so you can check it out. The first frost this car has ever seen. So, very glad that made it. Unloading cars and getting back to work, getting back to focusing on stuff. Probably gonna be short on videos here for the next couple days. But anyways, for now, buy some t-shirts. Randomly gonna throw these in. All freedom or Boost fixes everything. I'm Steve Morris. Have a fantastic day. I gotta get back to work.